Savadi and good morning, folks. Today is Saturday, September 7th, and in today's video it's gonna be all about places to stay and places to eat in Luang Prabang. I've had quite a few requests from my audiences back then and earlier as well, regarding the places to stay in Luang Prabang. And in my opinion, anywhere in town is good. I mean, Luang Prabang is such a small place. Small town, and you can get access to the city center pretty easily. It's like everywhere you stay is walkable distance. But then there's other places out there which is way outside of this area, mainly those big chain high-end hotel. In terms of place to stay, I mean, depends on your budget. Luang Prabang has a variety of options. We have quite many hostels as well, start as low as $5 to $10, and then we have mid-range guest house and hotel, like it can be as cheap as $15 to whatever. And then we have 5-star option like Rosewood or Amantaka, but those are like $1,000 per night up. If you can afford that, go ahead, but why would you need that anyway when you come to Luang Prabang? We are in front of Dara Market. Once again, I have to tell you again, so this gold shop in front of this supermarket is where you can get your money exchange. You get better rate than the actual rate from the bank, so don't forget. And then on the right side of this small alley, where you have all the stalls selling local food like papaya salad, noodle, as well as cold drink like this one here. And up there are a few guest houses and hotels as well. And then just behind this building there are also some nice hotels and guest houses. I'll also mark on the map where we are so you have an idea. And this is one of the biggest shopping mall in town. Not shopping mall, like convenience store. Things that we don't have in Laos compared to Thailand is the 7-Eleven, which is the convenience store that you can find all over the place. But in Luang Prabang, you will find something like this, and then a small individual convenience store that belong to family business and things like that. Sorry, I can't film in there because of the music. Also, there's a drugstore just right in front of us here. I think this is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest. You can find plenty of drugstores in Luang Prabang, but this one, like I said, is one of the biggest, and it has pretty much everything you need. I think I'm gonna get something from here as well, some medicine. So yeah, you can get anything from here, vitamin or collagen, even melatonin. Right. This market has been here for years and years. I remember first time when I came to Luang Prabang, my parents took me here. And it was so different back then. This part of the road was unpaved. It was like a rough dirt road back in the day. But now it's all good. Also, if you need something very typical from Laos, especially handmade product like skirt, some clothing like sash or scarf, you get it from here. Mostly they're selling silk and handmade, natural product. This type of thing takes a long time to make. It's all hand woven and they're not cheap either. So you get pretty much everything here about Laos silk and cotton as well. And this store is belonged to a lovely Chinese couple. I always buy something from them. Shoes, belt, backpacks and things. Bye-bye. That's her. Sunglasses. You got it all. Back in the day, in 2007 to 2011, it was full in this area. Each store is occupied, but now as you see, some of them are closed down, which is understandable. I mean, the rent, and then you don't get that many people. As you can see, this is Saturday and it's so quiet. This is the Tech Museum. It's traditional arts and ethnology center. They also have store in town. They also sell handicrafts and things like that. It's just up there. And motorbike for rent right here. Plenty of shops like this where you can find your bike for rent. So from this point onward, there are plenty of guest houses and hotels, mostly mid-range hotel. And now September is the lowest season in Laos. I think you get the best deal of all. This one is Cozy and Boutique Hotel. Nice. So this is the school complex. Is that parrot? Hello, parrot. You're beautiful. Beautiful color, nice feather. I think this one is called Jasmine Hotel. Yep, Jasmine Hotel, and we have another guest house here and another down there and another on the right hand side, and then further on. There are quite many in this area, and it's right in the center and quiet as well. Another one right here, Pontawi, and then this one as well, Kun Sawan, and that's another one. So yeah, in this one road it has plenty of places, room available. Sunrise Garden House, they have laundry service right here, and a small local restaurant right there. I think I've stayed here before, way back then. Another one, and another one. Opera Premier Hotel. It's very nice. Like I said, the prices vary depending on the season. We have low season and we have the lowest season, which is this month, September. And we have high season starting from mid-October until end of November. Then peak season from December to January. And then again, high season from February until March. Then it's low season. Like 25% of all hotels in Luang Prabang, guest house in Luang Prabang, are all located behind this building, like this area. From this part onward up until the end of the night market over there, like we have 4 or 5 small alleyways, and each of them has at least 4 to 5 guest houses or hotel. Like if you go on, like this one, there's another guest house right here, and then a couple of them down there, and then there's small alleyway out there as well. And this one is Downtown Hostel. Back in the day, it used to be called Luang Prabang Central Backpacker. They changed the name. This is where I met my partner 8 years ago. So yeah, as you see there are 2 other guest houses, 3, 4, 5 guest houses in this very small alleyway. And here is the motorbike rental shop. Another drugstore right here. And a place where they can get your train ticket. You know, basically a tour agent here. And up on the right there is the beautiful temple called Wat Ho Tien. And here we have a local restaurant where they sell noodles and local food, things like that. Again, another alleyways with full of guest houses and hotel. Yeah, I don't think I'll walk down there. Nice weather today. Cloudy. Looks like we're gonna have rain later. And there's a bakery here called Joma Bakery, quite popular in town. And on the right hand side here is Awani Hotel. Very nice. This one is more like high-end hotel. I think it's $100 up per night. They have very nice, beautiful pool inside. And right here, yeah, plenty of hotel and guest houses as well. Right, and then right there is the end of the night market. So anywhere you stay in this area, you're pretty close to town, to the city center. Like only 3-4 minutes walk to the night market and morning market. So if you want to get your stamp or anything like a gift, you can get one of these from one of these stores. This is Luang Prabang post office. If you want to post something, yeah, come here. They have Lao Post, of course, very slow. I've used their service before and I gave up, you know. It took like 5-6 months to get to reach to the destination. I think the better option is EMS or the DHL. DHL is very expensive, but it guarantees that, you know, your thing is gonna get there. Anyway, as you can see, this is low season, very quiet in town. You barely see any tourists. So for those who like quietness, this is the best timing. This is the food court by the end of the night market, starting at 5 o'clock until 10. You can have anything here. Like I said, this is Awani. And if you want tuk-tuk to the waterfall, to the cave, you can find it in this area as well. I think this day you can just ask your hotel to reserve it for you, because if you come to the street like this, you have to be ready with the haggle. Sometimes it's not easy to deal with the driver. So anyway, all right, we're back to Dara Market. We're by the corner here. Also, there are quite many guest houses and hotels along this road. If you keep walking further on, we're not gonna do that. And this one is Amantaka, one of the 2 5-star hotels in Luang Prabang. This is another nice hotel on the left hand side called Sanctuary Hotel. So we are walking to the restaurant that I'm gonna show you. It's very popular, a local restaurant. I saw many tourists eat there as well. Dow Coffee. It's a very nice building. Here is Mexican restaurant, Manolo's. Then we have a clothing store here. Then we have a variety of sandwich, Laos sandwich style from here, right next to it. Pastry, bread. And then on the other side is the cafe that belongs to my friend and his wife from Switzerland. They moved it from that building to here, which is much better. It's much cooler with all these trees. And then there's a handicraft shop there. Fruit shop just right there. Motorbike rental right here. This is the Allianz company where you can get your insurance from here. Every time before I go to Europe, I always come get it from here because it's part of the documents required by the embassy, especially to Schengen countries. If you apply it through the French embassy, I don't know about German embassy. When I went to England, I don't need to apply for it. It's not recommended. Unless you get your visa granted, where for the French embassy, it's one of the most difficult embassies to submit your documents. I got my visa rejected even though I got everything done. So yeah. Alright, that's the restaurant that I was talking about. It's called Arsalin. I've been eating with them years and years ago when everything was only 10,000 kip. Now it has gone up to 35. Let's say chicken stir fry with rice is 35,000. Back in the day it was 10,000. So it's in here. And then of course there are many guest houses and hotels along the street as well. And then there's a local restaurant here too. Yeah, some dessert right here as well. And if you walk along this road further up there are also many guest houses. A salon right here. And a fruit shop. Wow, durian. Smelly and spiky fruit. Another nice restaurant here. I wish they could have reduced the price a little bit more because it's as expensive as on the main street, and which is funny. It's in local area, by the way. So in this alleyway we have nice restaurant called Bamboo Restaurant on the left over there, and a hostel down there, and then one nice hotel on the right hand side. This is the Red Cross, where they have Laos traditional massage as well as a sauna room. When I said sauna, it's not like in Europe. Like let's say for example in London, when people say sauna, it's a place where it's huge, where people go and have fun, you know, with dark room and stuff like that. Sauna in Laos is more like a herbal steam bath. That's all. So nothing, you know, more than that. Nothing kinky stuff happening in the room anyway. They also have cafe too. So it's part of the Red Cross, basically some some of the money goes to charity, and I like it. Now let's go take a look at the area where most of the hostels are.ไปถ่ายวิดีโอยังบ่มา That's my landlord, former landlord. He's one of the sweetest people in town, and yet they're probably one of the richest family in town. And yet, as you saw her, she was on her motorbike. She's very humble, very nice personality, and I don't know, it's so hard to find someone like her, you know, rich and down to earth and humble and respectful. Where a lot of Lao people, I guess that's what we call it, old money. They don't need to show up, you know, they're very quiet, but when you know them, like she has at least 15 houses in Luang Prabang, like property that she put on rent, and not just small house but 2 stories house. Beautiful. And it's, yeah, my brother and I rent her property for 5 years, and throughout the COVID she didn't charge us anything. She just like, just stay there, take care of the property for me. And it's so hard to find someone like her, so that's why she's the sweetest person I've ever met. So anyway, so most of the hostels in Luang Prabang are located in this area. This is one of them, Funny Riverside Backpackers, which is down that way, and they have some other guest houses as well. And then just right there on the right hand side, you know, the little alleyway, there is another one called Sunrise Hostel. And then just beyond this temple, there's one called Why Not Lao Hostel. So most of them are all in this area, and then of course there are a couple of them in town. There you go, Sunrise Hotel is more like hostel. And yeah, so if you want a good view of the river, either Nam Khan or Mekong River, yeah, you just pick any accommodation along this riverside. Very nice. They're mid-range guest house and hotel. Well, they have high-end hotel like Mekong View Hotel, and then Victoria Siang Tong Palace, and then you have other places. I think you can get it as cheap as $25 per night along this line, up to $100 depending on your budget, like I said. So basically, yeah, that's it. I mean, Luang Prabang is such a small town. Anywhere you stay in town is pretty much close to the center. I would recommend the place that I just showed you behind the post office. Those area is quiet, yet is still in the city center. Anyway, let's go back, and on the way I'll show you some couple of more things. Restaurants where I always eat with them, a local restaurant, and they have probably one of the best food. I love it. It's owned by a family. Right, so we are in front of Wat Visun Temple, and then just on the left hand side there's a gas station, and then the restaurant that I am about to go to is just about there. So yeah, here's the one. It's called Han Kop Kua Family Restaurant. ยังเปิดอยู่ เอาแบบเก่านะ Yeah, I've been eating with them for years and years, but they closed it down for 3 years and they reopened it again. I think they have garage on the side here. Back in the day, all this area was a restaurant. So here's are the variety that you can choose. So fried Chinese noodle, 30,000, 35. So every time I walk in here, they know exactly what I'm gonna get. Yeah, only 35, very affordable. Same. I'll think I. See, they know it. Same, nothing changed for years. Same menu. I'm very easy eater. I can eat anything. I'm not very picky in terms of food. That's why I can travel roughly, like backpacking. Right, here is what I ordered. Let me show you. Very typical, my favorite. This is called Pad Kapao. Chicken stir fry with holy basil and with rice, of course. The reason that I eat this menu from this restaurant all the time is because I can't get this taste from anywhere else in Laos. Yeah, as you have seen my video when I traveled to the south, I also had this menu as well. But honestly, so far this is the best restaurant for this menu for me. And I love it. Very spicy. Bon appetit. Like that. Well, the meal was really good. The lady was quite chatty. Every time that I come, she looks very lonely. She always talks and always finds something to talk about. And I like her. She's very friendly. So one more places to stay in this area. Of course, there are plenty of them. In this alleyway, they have a few guest houses where you get a nice view of the river as well. And I'm gonna show you a noodle shop that is always busy. I have tried to go there a few times and I give up because every time it's full. I think it's from Vientiane. I don't know why people kind of love it. It must be very, very good. You see? All these motorbikes parking in front of it, and it just opened like 2 months ago. Again, more guest houses and hotel in this alleyway. Plenty down there. You see this one? Ah, today it's not too bad. It's like always full, always busy. Kapieke Kaimuk. One thing is that you don't see on the main street in the center is the salon or barber. Unfortunately, you can't find any in that area. You have to come out of that area, go to local place like here. This on the left hand side here is one of the barbers in this area. This is where you can get your hair cut. It is 100,000 kip. Other place would charge maybe 50,000 depending on, As a local person, I pay roughly 25 to 35,000 kip. Some place 40,000. As foreigner, some place would charge you more. Like in this one, for example, a local person would pay 40,000, for foreigner 100,000 kip. 100,000 is still cheap, right? It's like only $4 compared to Europe. I mean, I had my haircut in London. The cheapest that I paid for was £16. Alright, we're heading home. Before we end this video, I have one request. If you don't mind, please avoid commenting on the government or anything related to political issue, and I will not do any video that related to that in the future. As a public person, especially as a Lao person, we are silently being watched. And recently, one of the famous Lao influencer got arrested, and he was demanded to make a video to apologize about what he had done. So basically he criticized the road. The road condition was really bad up in the north, and he made fun of it. Like he photoshopped with all these crocodiles, you know, in the pond on the roadside, and he got arrested. And he's very lucky. Some people got 20, 30 years in jail for criticized government. Some people got missing, and honestly, I don't want that to happen to me. I still have a future. I love this country. I'm very proud of my country. Laos is beautiful. It has a lot to offer. That's one of the reasons I decided to do this video. Is I'm trying so hard to promote my country, and I just want to show the world that we have this natural beauty, and you know, our culture, and the Lao people themselves. They're nice people, very friendly, very welcoming, and I'm very proud of my own identity as a Lao person. And the fact that we living in a country that has different system, there's nothing much we can do about it but live with it. So I guess that yeah, we'll just get on with it, and I'll be careful, and I hope you understand. Recently I deleted a few comments related to politics. Yeah, when I was in Golden Triangle, I had plenty of things in my head that I wish I could say about it, but I just couldn't. And yeah. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend, and thanks a lot once again for your support. You know, I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be able to make the video and speak English, so people from all over the world can watch it, and especially having my audience like you guys supporting me is a huge inspiration, so it keeps me going. So thanks. Bye bye.